The opportunity comes back in center of the ice, open goal, and they score.
If they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and they score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and they score.
If they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and they score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and they score.
If they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and they score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and they score.
If they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and they score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and they score.
If they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and they score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and they score.
If they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and they score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And board back out in front. A shot and they score. Into the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And board back out in front. A shot and they score. Into the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And board back out in front. A shot and they score. Into the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And board back out in front. A shot and they score. Into the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And board back out in front. A shot and they score. Into the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And board back out in front. A shot and they score. Into the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it. way the opportunity comes back in, center of the ice, open goal, and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and they score. In through the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in, center of the ice, open goal, and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and they score. In through the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in, center of the ice, open goal, and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and they score. In through the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in, center of the ice, open goal, and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and they score. In through the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in, center of the ice, open goal, and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Good afternoon and welcome to Fans Only Sports Network coverage of RI St. M's hockey. If you're tuning in advance of the U14 game between the Saints and the Long Island Gulls, here's the story. The game prior to this one that was between Penn's Elite and the Long Island Gulls, that game went overtime. Penn's Elite did pick up the win 4-3 in overtime. That has pushed our start time back. The two teams have gone through warm-ups. They are now currently doing some work on the exterior edging of the ice right at the dasher boards prior to a Zamboni sweep of the ice, and then we should be getting underway shortly. We know that we are about 11 minutes behind schedule right now. We are assuming that we're going to get pushed back a little bit further than that as they go through having the Zamboni go around the ice. We're going to send you back to our commercial reel, and then we will be back with you as soon as the Zamboni has completed its laps of the ice, and we'll be ready to go. It's the Rhode Island St. M's U14 side against the Long Island Gulls coming up shortly here on Panzoli Sports Network. Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And Boyd back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And Boyd back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And Boyd back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And Boyd back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And Boyd back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And Boyd back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. Right on the opposing side. Down, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. Right on the opposing side. Down, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. Right on the opposing side. Down, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. Right on the opposing side. Down, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. Right on the opposing side. Welcome to legendary Adelaide Arena in Woonsocket, Rhode Island. It's finally time for RA St. M's U14 hockey as they'll take on the Long Island Gulls in Northeast Pack hockey action, day number 2 from Adelaide here on the Panzoli Sports Network. We thank you so much for tuning in wherever you might be tuning in from around the country. Matt Jones with you here in the broadcast booth. This afternoon, the 14s for the Saints took care of business last night in a thrilling 7-1 victory. That's on 2 goals from Dylan Dean, 2 goals from Caleb Rumpf, and a handful of others pitching in. Nico Giardello, Christian Hernandez, Jamie Glantz, Joe Gannon getting on the score sheet last night, and Carson Mertz put together a phenomenal game in goal. We'll see what they can do today against a very difficult Long Island Gulls side. All right, St. Tim's Hockey on Panzoli Sports Network is brought to you by Stanley Tree, employee owned and operated. Visit StanleyTree.com for more information, and by Hampton Hockey, Connecticut's Hockey Pro Shop, and RREliteRecruits.com with access to 3,000 schools and 80,000 coaches across 38 NCAA sports. For athletes looking to play at the next level, be seen by being a part of the nation's #1 recruiting service. Join RREliteRecruits.com today. Mountain, the traditional home whites with the red and blue trim. The Gulls in what look like Mount's road jerseys. The red with the white and blue trim. Very similar in nature, and if you didn't know where you were, you might get confused for a second, except for it's easy to tell from that huge M right in the center of the ice and the Mount on the back side of the bench area. Dallin McKinster from Lucas, Texas, will be in net tonight for the Saints. On the opposite side, it'll be the 30 of Jordan Valich. 16 minutes on the board. Bent to the circle. The puck is dropped and we are underway, and Mount wins the faceoff. That's all the way down, and Valich has to stop that one right away. Picked up here by the 22 of Kalber. Kalber tries to work that one forward. Got it over for the 77 of Lucas Lucci. Wrapped around the backside boards. Ciardello for Bent. Pushes that one forward. Dispossessed and tapped aside with the 29 of Anthony Pedalino. Gulls cycle with it around in their back zone. Savage tries to work that one across. Looking for the 26 of Leisher. Leisher wraps around the backside boards. Tapped it across for his teammate Ports. Ports tries to move that one forward. Cannot, as he was spun around and dispossessed for a moment there. And the 18 of Gavin Callahan. Well, Bent has the puck. As the Saints look to exit the zone, cannot. It turns right around and a score. So it's a 27 of Owen DeGraff. And the Saints trail 1-0 here early in this first period. Rump tries to chase for that one. Kinsler pushed along. Chance Adams got pushed off of the play. Save made by McKinster. As the attempt came, and a loose twig belonging to a Gulls player is left along the boards. And the Saints will try to work this one out. Catallo along with Romp as Chase Adams circles behind. Hard shot from Romp around the corner. That one went wide behind and moves along the sideboards for Kinsler. Kinsler for Chance Adams. Adams tries to push that along. Romp in the corner. He's dispossessed of the puck. Catallo pushes it back to Romp once again. Adams lost an edge and goes down. It's picked up by Lucas Lucci for the Gulls and pushed back out in the neutral zone. It'll be a dump and chase as Mount will go on a line change. Wyatt Britton pushed that one in. Offside is the call, and that'll stop the clock with 13:41. Saints in a position we have not seen them in very much this season, if at all, trailing in a game. They opened up the scoring early last night, jumped to a 1-0 lead,
BK Selects tied it at 1-1, and then the Saints dropped 6 unanswered goals to finish with a 7-1 victory. Trying to peel it off of the sideboards was Glantz along with Crayer. Pushed forward. Hernandez and Nicoletta work with that one at mid, along with the 12 of Crayer. Back once again for Nicoletta. Bounces off of him. Carried along. A little drag, and McKinster is going to be able to make the save as Kevin Leischer was headed towards the net. LI Gulls, one of the teams that went deep last year in the Northeast Pac playoffs. Mount's going to have their hands full in this game, and this may be a gut check game for the Saints after we've seen them pretty much handle 95 Giants last weekend and then BK Selects last night. Callahan spun there by the 16 of Joe Gannon. Back for Will Bent. Bent for Gannon behind the net. Bounces off of the glass, taken by the Gulls. Back as far as center ice, and then it's pitched up into the penalty box area by Max Monroe. .12 and change left to go here in the first. Saints still looking to register a first true shot on goal. Their first shots that they've had went all around the back side of the net. As Kinsler takes that one at center ice. Pitches back for a little bit and then turns to head up. Throws it forward into the corner. Looking there for the 14 of Dylan Dean. Brody Berard. You can just get all the Berards mixed up at times. You just see that name. Back for Will Bent in the center. Bent got pulled off of that play, couldn't turn. Kinsler for Bent once again, trying to go backhanded, couldn't complete it. Back to Kinsler once again. Kinsler pulls the trigger, and that one was right up in the center, but hit Gulls traffic in front of the net. Tridiello, and that one went up into the netting, actually went around the netting and down the tunnel. Valich has done not very much work, but the little that he's invested himself in so far here in the first has been good for the Gulls. On the other side, McKinster, an unlucky situation. Leischer snuck back behind him. Britton on the blue line with Catallo as they whack at it, trying to move it forward. And a whistle and a stoppage of play as a high stick was called, and we'll get a face-off. Offensive zone opportunity for the Saints to the right side of Valich. Puck dropped, face-off one to the backside boards by the Gulls. They swing that one around, looking for Brennan Rempel. Reached out on the side and a waffle board away by McKinster. The opportunity that came on the opposite side from Foley. Some Morocco's right there in the center. For Marino. Gets that one across for Mack. Back for Marino once again. He moves that one forward. Streaking through the zone is Ports. Ports sends that one right across the center. And McKinster has it underneath his catching glove, and we'll get a stoppage of play. Game 1 of 2 this afternoon for us here on Fanzoli Sports Network. Following the conclusion of this game, and given that we started about 20 minutes late, we're going to assume that's going to be relatively late. But following the conclusion of this game will be the U18 game as they take on Boston Junior Eagles, as that one gets rung off of the post. Great opportunity from Crayer. Swung around the backside. Saints trying to put pressure onto the Gulls now. Hernandez right in front. Potter keeps that one in the zone, drops it off in the corner. They look for Jimmy Glantz. It snuck out between Hernandez and Callahan, and it tracks all the way back. Long distance pass deflected off of a stick. Icing will get called. And it will stop play with 9:28 remaining. Face-off won by the Gulls. That one gets deflected in traffic as Marino tried to take the shot from the blue line, swung around, and the puck is caught. Underneath the leg pad there of McKinster. Face-off, won by Mount, pushed up the sideboards by Gannon. Comes back once again through the center, looking for a little toe drag there. McKinster's able to kick one away, is trying to poke it towards the net. Or a couple of different Gulls players, including that of the 22 of Cameron Calber. Back through the center, whistle, a stoppage of play, and an interference call has been made. It will go against Mount. So Caleb Rumpf will go to the box, 2 minutes for interference, and the Gulls will go on the power play for the first time today. So with 8:40 left to go, cycled through in a hard shot from the outside by Calber, and that one got saved by McKinster, blocked away into the corner. Push craftfully by the Saints defense. Dean takes a shot, score! Dylan Dean, a shorty, and he ties the game at 1. It's his third goal of the weekend after 2 yesterday. And this game is honors even. Still 1:35 to go on the advantage. But Dylan Dean has just leveled this game. And they are cheering in the state of hockey of Minnesota as Dean once again has started things off for the Saints U14 side. Along the backside boards. Pushed along by the 77 of Lucas Lucci for the Gulls to the opposite side of the ice for Mack. Mack has that one bounce off of his stick all the way back into center ice. Here goes Dean again as he chases Ryan Collins in the backside zone. Collins will streak forward. There's 3 white jerseys in front of him, and sliding across the line was the 81 of Matt Ports. And offside is called. Face-off that's won by the Gulls. Into the corner. Callahan collides in the corner with the 29 of Petalino. A miss hit. And carrying it up the ice is Hernandez. Hernandez streaks forward. Shot, score! Nico Ciardello from Christian Hernandez. It's a second shorthanded goal, and it's 2-1 Saints. And for the second weekend in a row, they have scored 2 shorthanded goals on a single penalty kill. You might see a shorthanded goal on a penalty kill once in a few games. 2 in 1 penalty kill is rare. To do it twice in 2 weekends is insane. That is not normal hockey, and here's an opportunity right in front again for Chance Adams. After a slow start to this game, here is the Saints that we've seen throughout the first 3 games of the season. Adams on the backside pushes that one away. Nicoletta tries to fight for it as it comes through. Chance Adams is going to pick this one up at the blue line. Caleb Rumpf taps it over. Catalo's going to save it at the blue line, keep it in. For Potter on the opposite side boards, Potter runs into the 11 of Cole List. Loose puck in the back corner, pushed back in by Catalo once again. Mount's going to go for a quick line change here with 5 and change left to go here in the first, and an absolutely differing storyline than where we were early in this first period. Mount is still getting outshot by the Gulls, but they have a 2-1 scoreline to their advantage. Face-off won by the Gulls, pushed into the backside corner. It's going to be peeled out by Glantz. Glantz looking for Hernandez. Crayer on the opposite corner. Potter is going to try to push that along the boards. It pops up and then is moved out of the zone by Marino. Marino was trying to release Sados on the opposite side. Tapped down. Hernandez trying to drag for it was Glantz. Carried through the zone offensively now for the Gulls on the stick of Kalberer. Glantz headed the opposite direction with Hernandez once again. Glantz, Hernandez, Max Monroe with Berard and Chance Adams. Now Evganov has come out, and Berard just absolutely levels Lucci into the boards. Right at the bench area, and caught up a little bit in the side of the glass was Evganov. Adams, Evganov, and Gannon collide. A stick goes flying free from that of Dominic Mack, or actually, my apologies, it was the 81 of Matt Ports. This one is moved through, craftfully carried before he's dropped down to the ice by Kinsler. Reversed the other way. Dean will pick it up on the deflection off of the side boards. Dylan Dean over for Ryder Kinsler. Cross for Joe Gannon. Will bounce off of the side boards. Comes back to be controlled by Luke Savage. Wyatt Britton on the far side. Britton dumps it in. It will horseshoe around the backside boards. Gannon ran after it for Will Bent. Then on the backside boards once again. Gannon is right there. He can carry it through. Tries to reverse the direction for Dylan Dean. Dean gets knocked from behind. No call from the referees. That was dangerously close to cross-checking. Glove stopped by Ciardello. And a whistle and a stoppage of play, and they're going to call a hand pass. And 3:20 left to go here in the first period. Of course, games tomorrow, a little bit earlier in the day, 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. tomorrow. We'll have the U14s against the New Jersey Rockets at 12. U18s against the New Jersey Rockets, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, as we close off weekend number 1 of Northeast Pack play here on Fans Only Sports Network. Carried through the zone by Petalino. A kick away from McKinster, and now a whistle, a stoppage of play, and an arm up will signify penalties likely to come from the referee. A tripping call, and the question becomes, is there others associated to it, or is it the original tripping that is going to be called? And it's just going to be the original, so Wyatt Britton's going to go to the box, 2 minutes for tripping. And as we say, the Gulls are going on the power play. However, we may be prepared for Mount scores. 2:40 to go here in the first. A game that started off 1-0 Gulls early, turned into 2-1 as here goes Cataldo to the other way, and Cataldo's stick was tied up. No call from the referees. Petalino for the Gulls carries that one back. Turned right into the center. Standing there was Caleb Rumpf. He was able to kick that one out into the neutral zone. Tracking back is Savage. Savage will turn that one over. And it's carried into the deep corner of the 26 of Leisure. For Petalino. Cross to DeGraff. DeGraff into the back corner for Kalber. From the blue line, kicked aside by McKinster. As that one came sort of weakly on net from Petalino. That's going to scoot outside into the neutral zone. 48 seconds remaining on the advantage for the Gulls as they trail 2-1 on 2 short-handed goals by the Saints. One from Dean, one from Giardello. Berard pulls that one off of the sideboards for a moment before it's recollected by Ports. Through traffic, McKinster kicked that one away. Last minute here in the first with 10 seconds remaining on the advantage. We'll be back to five-a-side hockey briefly before the end of the period. Comes all the way back for the 9 of Mack. Tried to send that one through traffic, getting run into the boards on the corner. Looks to be the 18 of Brendan Rampel, and that's going to come all the way back, and an icing will stop play. So 31 seconds left to go here in the first period. A face-off that's won by Rempel. And the Gulls as he loops that one around the backside. For Dominic Mack, pushes that one through. Mack can only get it as far as Rempel again. And then Mack tried to carry it back across and he scores. The runner's even. As Brendan Rempel and Dominic Mack connected. Gulls send this one to the short intermission break in between the first and second periods. Level at 2 as we're going to get one more face-off as we're going to get icing with 3 seconds left. Well, we'll take a quick about 2-minute break in between this first and second period. We'll get the longer intermission for the ice resurface in between the second and third. They've been doing that throughout the course of the weekend here in the Northeast Pac Games. As the final 3 seconds tick off, a shot that hit the post came from the corner from Dylan Dean. Honors even after 1, it's 2-2. You're watching RI St. Sim's Hockey U14 action on Fans Only Sports Network.
Pharmaceutical company Prevacus says their new concussion medication Prevacol helps repair nerves and promote cell growth.
We can get the drug in the brain in less than 5 minutes. And our plan is when we get that diagnosis on the field of play, give the drug nasally, get it in the brain quickly. When it gets in the brain, it actually gets into the nucleus of your brain cells, and it reduces swelling, inflammation, and oxidative stress at the same time.
When Jake and I first talked about this many years ago, one of my first questions was, will this help me? And he goes, no, this is for treatment immediately when a concussion or you think a concussion has occurred.
Yeah.
The acute problems that exist later on in life, if we can take care of these at an early age and start getting some of these things to our children and grandchildren, and I think we can make this game, our game, football, a safer place.
And so the whole goal is we're trying to make the game safer. And so Odyssey and this drug, we believe, can be a game changer in so many different ways. Yes, on the football field, in the game of football, because that's where my passion lies, but also in the game of life.
Honors even after 1-2 The Gulls got a goal early in the first, late in the second. Saints scored 2 on shorthandeds on the same penalty kill. Second time this season we've seen them do that. One from Dylan Dean, one from Nico Giardello. And we're underway here in the second period on Fans Only Sports Network. All right, St. Sim's Hockey is brought to you by Stanley Tree, employee owned and operated. Visit StanleyTree.com for more information, and by Hampton Hockey, Connecticut's pro hockey shop. Around the back side of the boards, near the Zamboni doors, as the Saints try to push this one forward. Penalty boxes are empty to start the second. We play 5-a-side hockey. Kinsler pushes that one along. Leisher was bothering Kinsler as he was trying to collect it defensively. Callahan now holding behind his cage. Forward for a moment as Dylan Dean was trying to look for it. Dean kicked one backwards and Mount was in the midst of a line change, so nobody was there. Hernandez trying to kick that one out of his zone. Finally will. Glance, little stick check. Dean throws one in. And a save and a stoppage of play. Jordan. Oh, trying to score on the face-off! They dropped the puck and then just rifled it to the backside. Jordan Valich got caught sleeping, and the Saints have a 3-2 lead. Jamie Glantz is going to get credited for the goal. Berard will get the assist. And it's 3-2 Saints. Winding, firing, and getting caught by Valich was the shot from Berard from the corner, who was trying to add a goal to the assist that he just got. Hard shot again right off of the face-off. That time it was Glantz trying to do it once some more. So the Glantz-Berard line has started to try to work face-offs. Here goes Berard. Berard's going to try to pull the trigger again. Couldn't do it. Berard will get that one back at center ice. The Gulls try to push it around, looking on the opposite side now for Ports, and that's going to go all the way down, and icing will be the call. So Catalo will step to take the face-off against Leisher. Dropped, and then once again they try to fire right from the face-off. Caleb Romp that time. This one squirts all the way through, will come down. Potter will chase it along the backside board. Potter gets hit on the backside boards by Ports as he tries to push it. A rugby scrum has now ensued as everyone tries to dig for the puck, and it will come out on the stick of the 21 of Adams. Ping-ponging off of hockey boots and skate blades for Catalo to pick it up. Catalo sweeps all the way around. Back to the point, was looking up top for Nicoletta, who couldn't hold it. So Potter and Nicoletta come back off of the sideboards. Caleb Rump. The puck is starting to die a little bit as the snow accumulates on the ice from all the skating around. As we play with 13 minutes left to go in the second, they did not resurface in between the first and second periods. We will see the pile towards the end of this period really accumulate right in front of the doors to the bench areas. A split bench here at Adelard Arena, a very old hockey barn design. The Mount home bench on the opposite side from our broadcast position. The away bench, currently occupied by the Long Island Gulls team, is directly below us. Afghanov back in the front there, looking on a chance from Joe Gannon, and that one was not completed. Careful, as it was a little bit of an open goal mouth there by McKinster. Gannon and Afghanov work through the neutral zone with Hernandez. Spins off for Afghanov once again. He's bothered by the 97 of Luke Savage. For Max Monroe, Afghanov will push that one down into the zone, goes for a line change. Chased by Savage as he tried to loop it around for his teammate Marino. It pops up off of the stick of Lucci. And once again down the ice for a stoppage of play. U18's in action against Boston Junior Eagles comes up following the conclusion of this game. Face-off time was scheduled for 4 p.m. Eastern time, though we were about 20 minutes behind on the start of this game, so we'll see if we can make up the time. We may possibly be behind schedule a little bit. Dean got knocked down to the ice. No call from the referees. Second time we've seen him get checked from behind without an arm going up. Trinello tries to pull that one off. Bounces for Kinsler. Kinsler has to backtrack. He's quickly bothered by the 18 of Brennan Rempel. Gets it forward for Bent for Chardiello. That one is cycled off of his stick and turned back for the Gulls once again. The 11 is Cole List as he works there along with the 10 of Chris Samarakos. Kinsler and Wyatt Britton now along the backside boards for the Saints. Now that's pushed forward. Glantz will chase down the 29 of Petalino and force the puck to go in, where it will be snagged by Valich, and we'll get a stoppage of play. Quick face-off as Glantz was able to win that one into the back corner. Chasing for it on the far side boards was Berard. Kept in by Glantz as he switched corners. For Hernandez in the middle, and it pops back out once again to be pushed forward for the Gulls. That's Kevin Leisher. Leisher runs into 3 white jerseys, Berard and Glantz right there, and that one came right across the back side. That was a little bit of an errant pass, and McKinster had to kick it aside. Berard pushes that one forward off the side boards. Can be moved by Callahan. For Crayer. Deflected. Hernandez. And that one gets pushed all the way down. Nicoletta will take it behind the cage. Holding for a moment. Trying to look for space. Crayer now open. Crayer looking to switch ice for Hernandez. Instead, we'll just dump it all the way down. Mount will go for a full line change. Callahan pushes that one along the boards. It loops around behind the Zamboni door area. Callahan back at the blue line. Waits for everyone to check up. Moves in the corner with Chance Adams. Adams gets pushed. Caleb Rump pulls that one back for Potter. Potter winds, fires, and that one is boarded aside. Callahan gets dumped by 2 Gulls players. Pops all the way out. McKinster will follow it, but Potter will push it back to the backside boards. Potter off of the backside boards. Moving around once again, dumped down is Potter. No call from the officials. Trying to loop one around, and now the arm's going to go up, and we're going to get a call for hooking. They're going to call Gavin Callahan 2 minutes for hooking. And it's going to send the Gulls on the power play for the 3rd time this afternoon. Face-off won by Kinsler. Into the backside boards. Puck finally does pop free. Gulls wanted another penalty as getting tripped down was Lucci. Right back out in front, and that one will be covered by McKinster. As Wyatt Britton and Ryder Kinsler are having discussions with Lucas Lucci. 1:43 left to go in the advantage. 8:45 left here in the second period. As it works along the backside boards, pops out for Dean. Dean is able to stick Hackett over the blue line and back into the neutral zone for Cole List. On the opposite side, Will Bent now for the Saints that died in the snow pile right in front of the door to the Mount bench, as we expected to see at this point of the second period. Bent along the side boards, that is pulled out by Mack. Gulls still on the power play as they cycle this one around. Back to the blue line once again through traffic, and McKinster and Britton may have gotten a piece of it too, as it gets kicked away. It will sneak through and all the way down. Gulls will go for a line change with 47 seconds left remaining in the advantage and 7:50 left to go here in the second period. Leischer sends that one back for DeGraff. DeGraff switched sides of the ice to go to Savage. Sent in and kicked away, possibly hit the stick as well of McKinster on the shot attempt that came right from the center. Second attempt there from Savage, went right into traffic. That's going to go all the way down, and icing will be the call. All right, St. M's Hockey on Fans Only Sports Network is brought to you by Stanley Tree, employee owned and operated. Visit StanleyTree.com for more information, and by Hampton Hockey, Connecticut's Hockey Pro Shop. 9 seconds remain in the advantage, with 7 and change left on the clock, and the referee's having a chat with the Mount coaching staff. Looked to be head coach Frank O'Connor right there at the board line having an animated discussion. Face-off won by the Gulls. In 2-1, expires the power play, and Callahan is back on the ice. Five-a-side hockey once again. McKinster will catch that one in the breadbasket on the attempt from Luke Savage. University of Rhode Island Ice Hockey returns to Fans Only Sports Network on September 30th as they take on Oswego State. You can catch all 18 home games from Boss Ice Arena here on Fans Only Sports Network. Just go to fansonlysports.com and purchase your home ice live stream season pass for University of Rhode Island Rams men's ice hockey. Rams went to the ESCHL semifinals last year before falling in the semis. Certainly will look to do one better. Boom! Caleb Rumpf! A flick of the wrist from 23. And it's double up for the Saints at 4-2. And that's his third of the weekend after 2 yesterday. Absolute nasty highlight reel goals. And Dylan Dean and Caleb Rumpf are having quite a weekend for these Saints, along with Nico Giardello. And quite a start to the season for those guys. That one's going to slide across the blue line for Christian Hernandez, for Crayer. Crayer will send that one in, and it's kicked aside by Valich. Right out in front, Hernandez had an opportunity for it. Berard keeps that in the zone, loops back around. Kraft fully taken on the side boards by the 17 of Glance. Pushed it in right at the Zamboni doors. Hernandez was trying to grab for it. Instead, it's taken away by Mack. Mack pushes that one forward for Kalberer. Kalberer lost a handle on it. It slides into the backside corner. Moved to the blue line for Sados. Sados pushes it. Britton will just back his way in to the body of the 26 of Kevin Leisher. Leisher will try to continue to spin around. Britton takes it, loops it around the backside for Berard. Off of the sideboard. It will scoot its way into the neutral zone before it's pushed back in, and offside will be called with 5:04 to go. So a face-off will come at center ice as Gannon will skate to the circle against the 26 of Kevin. Actually, it's Afganov will go to the circle against Kevin Leisher. Kinsler. Tapped off of Afganov. Afganov then again holds it in on the sideboards. It gets kicked around and then slides away for Ports. Rumpf, who just scored the goal to make it 4-2. Afganov dropped that one at the blue line, was looking for Joe Gannon, who was a little bit too far behind. It's carried back, and trying to swing one was Leisher, won't get it. Back once again for Leisher. McKinster, huge save. Right off of the edge of his shoulder, and was able to flutter that one into the backside boards for Ryder Kinsler. Kinsler off the side boards was looking for Gannon. That puck got on its edge and rolled all the way down. And so we get a stop for icing. Slow ice when it's flat right now, but it will just run like a tire if it gets put up on its edge. Puck dropped on a face-off won by the Gulls. Right in front, and an opportunity there for Cole List. And he misfired on it, and it went wide of the net. Honors even after one at 2-2. We stand 4-2 as the Saints have doubled up the goals here in the second period. Dylan Dean. Dean scores! It's a 3-goal lead at 5-2 now with 3:35 left to go. And that's his second of the game again, as we had to say that one last night. So 4 goals on the weekend for Dean. Popped around. Carried by Sados. Pushed to the corner, boards by Adams. Peter Nicoletta is going to loop that around the backside. Caleb Rumpf now for Callahan. Callahan will move it across the blue line. It died once again in the pile of snow in front of the doors to the Mount bench. To the backside boards. Hooked around, Nicoletta in the neutral zone with Catallo. Catallo dumped that in, a whistle, a stoppage of play, and offside has been called. There is still an intermission and a period to be played as we sit at 3:11 p.m., which means the U18 game against Boston Junior Eagles, scheduled for a 4 o'clock faceoff, will probably not, by any means at this point, face off at 4 o'clock as Crayer throws that one onto the body of Valich. So for all of you Mount fans that may be tuning into this U14 game in advance of the U18, we will be delayed from a 4 o'clock start to that one. But we will be here and have it for you, as we always do, right on Fans Only Sports Network. Puck bounces around the neutral zone. Hernandez flicked that one up and may have collected someone in the Mount bench. And so we'll go back from whence we came and get a face-off just outside of the blue line with 2:19 to play. Hernandez pushes Dominic Mack to the boards. And as it ping-pongs around, we do it for a third time. This one a little bit more cleanly won by the Gulls, is pushed all the way back into the zone, looking there for Ports. Ports could not be connected with. It lands right into the center on the stick of Berard. Berard pushes that one all the way around the boards. Goes as far as the blue line. Tapping off traffic of Mack to Ports. Sled across for Marino. Leisher. That one went off of the side of McKinster. Able to make the save, though, and it's kicked into the backside zone. Crayer is going to chase Marino. The Gulls will loop it around the backside right by the Zamboni doors. As chasing for it was Hernandez against Dominic Mack. Hernandez in a little bit of a mix there. Pops out free. Opportunity for the Gulls. Stretched that one a little too far across, and not able to get a full stick on it was DeGraff. As we approach the final minute to go here in the second period, we'll get the longer intermission after this period. McKinster will go ahead and pull that one and stop play with a minute to go. '14s and '18s opened Northeast Pack hockey at Adelard this weekend. On October 1st and 2nd, we will have the 15s and 16s for their Northeast Pack weekend to be played here at Adelard, as these four sides quest for a Northeast Pack championship later in the year of 2023 in Long Island. There are 3 Northeast Pack banners that hang here in Adelard. Along with the bevy of others from the prep side. And then the 32 banners that hang on the right-hand side of Adelard from the varsity high school program. Most of those from the eras under the direction of legendary coach Bill Belisle. And for anyone who has never seen the movie Ice Kings, I highly recommend that you see it and get a chance to learn about the history of not just Adelard Arena, but of Mount St. Charles Academy Ice Hockey and all the greats that have come through this program. Spinning one is Dean, looking for a Hattie in the first 2 periods of play. That cycles back for Kinsler. Once again through traffic, it hit Will Bent and then popped into the side boards. Big hit along the side, no penalty call, and that is not the first time that we've seen Frank O'Connor throw his hands up in the air. As the Gulls looking to change a few players with just 7 seconds remaining. A puck drop to come here between Leisure and Bent, and this will likely bring us to the end of the period as Chardiello has gone to the box for 2 minutes. Horn will sound, and we've completed 2 periods of play. A bevy of goals from the Saints They hold the Gulls scoreless in the second, and it's 5-2 after 2. We'll take the long break as they resurface the ice. You're watching RI St. Sim's Hockey on Fans Only Sports Network.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and a score. In through the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
There's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and a score. In through the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
you know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
There's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and a score. In through the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
you know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
There's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and a score. In through the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
you know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
There's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and a score. In through the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
you know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
There's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and a score. In through the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
you know, if they can get the ball into that, When King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And Borth back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And Borth back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And Borth back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And Borth back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And Borth back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And Borth back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in, center of the ice, open goal, and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
There's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and they score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in, center of the ice, open goal, and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
There's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and they score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in, center of the ice, open goal, and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
There's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and they score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in, center of the ice, open goal, and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
There's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal.
Three goals by the Saints in the second period set them off on a 5-2 scoreline after 2 over the Long Island Gulls as they look to go to 2-0 on the weekend here in opening weekend play of Northeast Pack hockey. Dylan Dean has potted 2. Caleb Brump has a goal. Giardello has a goal. Has been the usual suspects, we should say. Joe Cannon, Christian Hernandez, Jamie Glantz, all involved in the scoring, whether it be goals or assists today. And we're down and underway here in third period action on Fanzoli Sports Network. All right, St. Sim's Hockey on Fanzoli Sports is brought to you by Stanley Tree, employee owned and operated. Visit StanleyTree.com for more information, and by Hampton Hockey Center, Connecticut's Hockey Pro Shop. Power play for the Gulls to start the third period after the penalty assessed to Nico Ciardello at the end of the second. So 125 of power play time remains as we play here in this final period of play. U18s for the RI St. M's against Boston Junior Eagles to follow the conclusion of this game. Face-off time was to be 4 p.m. Eastern time. However, as we sit at 3:32 p.m. Eastern time, it's likely to be a very quick period for that one to actually occur. Cycle around on the sideboards. Gulls trying to craftfully work it. See 27 of Owen DeGraff. Sent into the corner there for the 97 of Luke Savage. It comes back out again. Top of the line for DeGraff. Tried to slot that over for Leisher, and it gets poked out of the zone by Dylan Dean. Dean chases that one all the way into the back corner. Chased Owen DeGraff back there as well. Will be pulled by Leisher, and he carries it across the neutral zone, dumps it in. Catala will chase it back by the Zamboni doors as the Gulls go for a line change. 18 seconds remaining in the advantage. 14 and change left to go here in regulation, with the Saints carrying a 5-2 lead. To the blue line once again, kept there by Dominic Mack. Mack tried to drag one, and then List tried to fire one, and it was caught in traffic, and Ciardello is going to get called for offside. Talon McKinster in net for the Saints. Has done a job well done. Jordan Valich in net for the Gulls. Had a good first period and then had it all fall apart in the second. As this one has worked along. And 22 of Cameron Caliber. Potter goes to it for the Saints. Potter tries to push that along the side. It is peeled out by Rumpf. Rumpf is able to get that one forward and will kick it onto the pads of Balich. Potter, Adams, Rumpf, as Adams actually will exit the ice. So it will be Potter, Rumpf, and the 17 of Glance, along with Wyatt Britton and Matt Crayer. Crayer along the sideboards with Glance in the center. Crayer fired that one, and Valich will hold on to it in a stoppage of play. $13 straight up left to go here in the third. Callahan, Crayer, and the 17 of Glance all taking a whack at it. Looping one right around the back side of the net was Crayer as he was trying to look to add his name to the score sheet. Hernandez, Glance, back from Monroe. Max Monroe fired one. That went off of Monroe. Tracking down with it, and a huge save by McKinster. With speed was Kevin Leisher. Monroe pitches that up the sideboards for Crayer. Crayer all the way down. It will be gloved and held by Valich as Hernandez was approaching upon him. Puck left sitting on the backside boards is deflected. Gannon in the neutral zone fired that one. Hit traffic. Gannon tried to go for a second attempt and couldn't get it to go. That one wrapped around, is kicked aside by Valich. For the 97 of Savage. Savage tries to drag it, cannot keep a hold onto it. Popped back for Marino. Marino sent it in deep. Off the backside boards. Carried by Foley. Bent. Drops for Nicoletta. Nicoletta's tried to slot that one through. Instead, it's taken away by Lucci. Peeled off of the sideboards, and trying to move it was Kinsler. And the Gulls intercepted and then get called for offside. Ten and change left to go here in the third. If you weren't split screening, Alabama has escaped and beaten Texas on a drive right at the end of the game. That one is flicked back in by Dean and saved once again by Valich. So a face-off to come to the left of Jordan Valich. All the way across the ice. Adams will intercept that one for a moment, looped around the backside. Pitched up the side glass, looking for Caleb Rumpf. Deflects off of the skate blade of Adams to the center, and Catalo is trying to grab for it. Catalo now does come up with it. And a shot from Catalo is saved by Valich as a loose twig on the ice. Is finally retained by Justin Marino. Back for Berard. Icing is waved off. Cycles around. Returned the other way for Wyatt Britton. Britton will then try to continue that one forward for Rumpf as he gets that one to Adams. Adams will drop for Catalo. Catalo's second attempt, and that one may have gotten a piece of the post. And a whistle and a stoppage of play and a tripping signal from the referee will send the 19 of Michael Foley to the box for 2 minutes. And it will put Saints on the power play for the first time today. Glance. Right in front, opportunity wide from Dean. For Bent. Will Bent sends that one across for Dean. Fires again! There's a hat trick! A shake of the head from Dylan Dean, but he's got the Hattie. It's a 6-pack of goals for the Saints and a 4-goal lead at 6-2. A power play goal from Dylan Dean for the hat trick. And that's 5 on the weekend for Dean. Well, when you come from Minnesota, you should be able to play hockey like that. Kinsler fired that one in. Valich had to kick it away. Hernandez on the backside boards. He's going to loop around. Hernandez fires one in, and Valich has to squeeze that one and hold on. 7-1 last night. Six-2 right now. And a whistle and a stoppage of play again. U18s against Boston Junior Eagles to come following the conclusion of this game. With 8 to play here, we're going to be awfully close to getting that game off at 4 o'clock as that one pops up off of the pads of McKinster, and he makes the save. And they are going to call a penalty on Joe Gannon, 2 minutes for roughing. So Gannon gets called 2 minutes for roughing. And it's going to put Mount on the penalty kill once again, as that one's going to roll all the way down, and icing is the call. .750 left to go here in the third. As a shot attempt is kicked aside by McKinster. Came all the way back from the blue line from Dominic Mack. Pinned along the backside boards, trying to kick at it is Cataldo. It kicks out to the blue line. List pushed that across, looking for Mack. Mack is stood up by Max Monroe. And now they're going to try to go after Monroe. That's the 11 of Cole List. And that was just an absolute hockey play right at the blue line. Nothing to be said about it. The Mount faithful on the opposite side of the arena in control of the boom box today from Adelard, as they are many times during hockey games, has decided that they would like to play TikTok songs now. .718 left to go after the minor stoppage of play due to the injury. As Monroe just absolutely lit in to Dominic Mack. Pushed along the side boards by Ryan Collins. Collins, we have not called his name tonight, but he's called into action as there is a hard charge towards the net. And Chardiello, and that one is whistled as the net has come off of its moorings. 39 seconds remaining on the advantage for the penalty called to Gannon, with 6:50 left to go here in the period. Callahan's going to chase this one all the way to the backside. Gets it out into the neutral zone. Will allow a chance for the Mount defense to set. 25 seconds left remaining in the advantage. Tardiello chases that one to the corner. Dumping down. A 28, or the 29 of Petalino. Stick taps will signify the end of the advantage as it's back to 5-a-side hockey. 6 left to go here in the third, and a 6-2 Saints lead. Savage carries that across, looking. It's underneath the body of McKinster, and now more pushing and shoving occurs after the whistle as players were awfully close to Dallin McKinster. Faceoff that could be won by the Gulls through traffic. It was sent by Marino for Hernandez. Hernandez lost a handle on that one. Cryer goes to the corner, is able to send it back. Hernandez is going to try to loop it around the backside. Instead, he will kick it off the boards for Wyatt Britton. Hernandez holds again in the corner, bothered by 3 red jerseys, tries to get it to Cryer. And Hernandez is able to scoot it around for a moment, and a whistle, and he stopped to play, and another penalty looks to be called. This one may be against the Gulls. And it is the 11 of Cole List. He's going to go to the box, 2 minutes for roughing, and it's going to put the Saints on the power play. Bent from distance. That one hit the cage of the face mask of Valich. Looped right back in front. An opportunity for Cryer. Couldn't put it home. Dean in the corner along with Cryer. Back for Bent. Bent slots it over for Glantz. Back for Bent once again. Looked to pull the trigger. Dean fires. That one went high. Dylan Dean hunting for his 4th. Tardiello loops all the way around. That's going to go all the way down, and icing will get called. Stoppage to play with 4:37 to go, 119 remaining on the advantage for the Saints. A 6-2 lead on a hat trick from Dylan Dean. Finally crossed the line to out shooting this Gulls side. Callahan. Catallo. Back for Callahan to Catallo again. Holds. Callahan was calling for it. They go all the way across instead to Hernandez, and then Catallo fires one that was deflected up into the netting, and they're going to say the faceoff is going to come down to the left of Jordan Valich, deflected off of a Gulls player. Sort of a weakly dropped faceoff there by the linesman. Catallo almost thought about pulling the trigger. Callahan fired that one, and it's boarded aside by Valich. Back for Callahan. Wines fires from traffic was Hernandez, and that one gets sent all the way back down on the stick of the 9 of Dominic Mack, sliding to the boards, and running into the boards was Mack on a strong hit from Callahan defensively. 20 seconds remaining in the advantage. 3:39 remaining here in the third period. For Monroe. Holds it for Catallo. Back to Berard. Berard fires through traffic for Catallo. Came back and Valich had to kick it aside. Two great shots there by the Saints as they still hunt for more. Berard sends that one through traffic again. Backhanded attempt for Catallo in the corner. Penalties expired. We're back to five-a-side hockey. Monroe flicked that one up. Looking for it in the corner was Gannon. It gets peeled out and it's carried away and dumped down as the Gulls will go for a line change. 2 and change left to go. Through the neutral zone, Gannon tried to play it along the side boards for the Saints, could not. Comes back for Berard. They slot it all the way across, no one home, so it will go deep into the corner, and that will stop the play for icing. Face-off won by the Gulls, flicked right on to McKinster, and he will make the save. So we'll go back from whence we came and do this one again. And a whistle right on the face-off, and won by the Saints. Kick to the backside corner, looking for Romph. It overshot him. Gannon chases it as Petalino's back there for the Gulls. Comes around off of the side boards in front of the Mount bench. Crayer working at it. Hits the referee and will come back down for Marino. Marino lost an edge and may have gotten tied up with a Saints player, and looks like we're going to have a penalty called. And it will be hooking called on Mount against the 11 of Max Monroe. So with 2 minutes left to go in the game, Monroe will sit for the remainder of it with a 2-minute penalty. Savage for the Gulls through the neutral zone. Loses a handle on that one as Chardiello bothers him. Glance. Back again as it's controlled by Savage at the line. Chardiello again by Savage, fired in, and that will get whacked away by Glance all the way down, and icing will be called. A 3-second differential between the penalty clock and the game clock will allow there for to be five-a-side hockey for a brief moment before the horn will sound. Paulino fires that one, and a save on the breadbasket by McKinster. Flicked around by Ports. Ports fired one, hit traffic to the corner. It is then sent all the way down the boards, and the icing will be called. Afganov and Cole List having a few words with each other for a moment. as we're inside of the last minute to go. This one will scoot down the ice. It will die a little bit before the line, so the icing will be waved off. Carried forward by Marino. Dropped for the 77 of Lucas Lucci. That one is pushed by Gannon all the way back into the defensive zone, and the Gulls will have to try to push out. The 3 of Ryan Collins works. Barring something absolutely unreal, there is no chance that the Gulls are going to score 4 goals before the end of this game. So the Saints are going to pick up another win. They're going to go to 4-0 on the season. They're 2-0 through Northeast Pack play. And are we going to get a penalty to the 11 of Cole list right at the end of the period? Okay. I'll essentially drop the puck here between Chance Adams and Rempel, and that will do it. Mount got a slow start to this one and then came on like they have through all the games so far this season. They've picked up yet another win on the season. They go to 4-0, 2-0 in Northeast Pack play. It's a 6-2 victory over the Long Island Gulls. A hat trick for Dylan Dean. 5 goals on the weekend so far for him. See if he does anything more tomorrow against New Jersey Rockets. U18s against Boston Junior Eagles coming up shortly. Flip on over to that game, and we'll be there for you in just a moment. You're watching RI St. M's Hockey on Fans Only Sports Network.